Any words of motivation?
It's not wet this time.
But you weren't doing bad this time until now.
Holy Christ.
Oh, wow.
I can stand under that, man.
My God. There's mud in your beer.
I'm saving it for later. It's seasoning. What is happening, people? We are back at the Badlands, and we brought the YJ this time. Say hi, kids. We got here late, so we're just messing around a little bit tonight, but we're gonna be here all weekend and even Monday a little bit. So it's mostly about pleasure this time, but I do have some stuff that I still need to get for OnX, so we're out here just getting photos of some areas that I missed. So far the spool is working out nice.
I'm trying to record here.
Snickers. I had a lot of fun taking just the kids out, and we went the back way down into the quarry and saw a bunch of cool stuff, including a dead deer carcass, which I guess isn't a highlight, but anyway, it wasn't long before we were back at camp and things got a little bit out of hand. You know, first night around the fire with all your friends you haven't seen in a while, you get the idea.
Should just start a YouTube channel on the
Cross my fingers.
We'd all be canceled.
I think you'd get banned immediately.
I'm not gonna say anything, but this is why we always use celebrities. It's the jury wasn't.
Hey, there's no faces on here. Look, I've got to aim down. There's just legs and a fire.
At least there's not a toad in an ant.
I mean, usually.
We should probably check.
I think it's a little late. You might just be eating toad.
So anyway, if anyone wants to give me some shit this weekend, please feel free. Because if I do it, I'm a dickhead. But if everyone else does it, then, well, you guys are all dickheads. But anyway.
Alright, so haven't really recorded anything yet today. Been very hungover and doing kind of stuff solo, but now we're in my group, all my shitbox friends, and I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something.
So I gotta go right. Gotta just keep that big rock right in the middle there. You're just gonna kind of follow it to the right.
You're ready to bend into the wall.
You're right. Here we go. Keep going.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life and why I don't have an onboard squeegee in my Jeep, but I'm gonna have to get one now.
Fuck, that is down in there.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I think you're gonna need a pull.
Hey, I saw you do a three-wheel motion.
I saw your tire about 4 foot in the air. I was like, damn it, I better get the camera out. Hey, you want to make this funner for him? Hook it up on that far side.
Oh, you stayed out of the hole. Now you're back into the follow now. There it goes. Oh, what the hell? You gotta come driver. Good. You're right there.
In one of the missing clips, we explained why Jay, which is Amber's son, why his quad, we couldn't get it running. We rebuilt it in the weeks leading up to Badlands, whatever. So he was off around this time buying a new dirt bike up at the dealership right there at Badlands. And actually, it was somewhere around now that I got a text that said, Jay crashed with no other information. So I was waiting to hear back from that.
This is exactly where I'm going on a dog.
Justin, after watching this clip back, you need to put that sucker down in first gear and stop letting it shift to second. So at this point I heard back from Amber. Jay had went over a jump that was part of the Ultra 4 course, so it had boulders on the other side, and of course he didn't look on the other side before he hit it, so other than a loose tooth and some bumps and bruises and a bent wheel, he was okay.
See this guy right here? This is Ron. He's the camp chef. Now, how innovative is this shit? Boom! Yeah, buddy, 2 of them.
I think we were all still feeling it from the previous night around the fire, so this time we behaved quite a bit more and didn't stay up nearly as late, although we did still have a good time. Sunday morning I was out doing my own thing again when I got a call to bring Ron a U-joint because he had broke, but he actually broke the yoke. So when I got there, we did the old bottle trick so we could put it into front wheel drive and limp him back to camp. So we parked his Jeep in the quarry, and of course now that I was there, they led me straight to V-Notch since I was the one talking all the game about wanting revenge on it. I would have rather warmed up on some other stuff first, but here we are.
Oh, we at the V-Notch.
Booster? Yep, looks like I got nothing now.
Go back and do it again. I didn't get it on video.
The nervous smile you got going on there.
He's like, okay, so if we flip, make sure that.
It's like, don't push your hands out. Keep them right there or hold on to your seatbelt.
So on V-Notch, there's really only two ways that I know of to get up this. You can either just hammer down to get yourself up to the pinch point, and then that'll pull you up, or you try to finesse your way up to it to get to the pinch point. But the problem is with a wheelbase like mine is I'm not long enough to reach said pinch point without doing a little bit of hammering down. But for some reason, I always think in my head that I can crawl the damn thing, and I just can't quite reach that point where you get traction with the front.
Alright, there you go. Back up that a little bit. Back up 6 inches and then give it a bump. There you go. Bump it.
Just grabbed and jumped out.
Now there is a little bit of an alternate line you can take if you line up way off to the right and come in at an angle, and I'm here to tell you this leans you over to a very uncomfortable point. It doesn't look like that much on the camera, but I promise you feel like you're going over. And if you do it right, you can get at least one of your back tires up onto that first ledge, which you'll see here in a minute.
Stay forward. It's going to feel uncomfortable. I think keep it right like it is. It's going to slide a little bit, and once it slides a little bit, then turn into it. Alright, turn into it right there. Turn in hard. There you go.
Admittedly, I was kind of pussyfooting around, but to be fair, I like to try to crawl things first and just try to like work them before I just say, oh, let's just hammer down on it, right? And honestly, I wish I could see what you're seeing here on the screen, because sometimes what you feel in the Jeep is not what you see on the outside. And now that I'm looking at this, I see a couple things I could have done to probably make this up, but I didn't see them from in the Jeep and I couldn't feel them. But you're about to see right now, there's a moment here where I kind of caught traction and then let off, and if I would have just stuck with it, I'm pretty sure I would have been up.
A little more. Alright, now back up. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, shut up. Keep going.
You're there. You're there.
Turn driver.
If you wanted to stop, I think you would have crawled right up.
No, I know. You got too many people talking, and none of us know what we're talking about. I think turn driver. Go for it. Right there. Just work it back and forth. Still think you gotta get that accident tire off over here first.
That was your best shot.
Yeah. Hard. Alright, right there. Turn into it a little bit. Perfect. Keep turn into it a little more. Right there. Alright, pass our driver. One more. Yeah, right there. I'll try that.
It's hard to really see how much I'm leaning over from this angle till you look at the tailgate of the Jeep, and you can kind of get an idea.
Hands lifted. Back up. Yeah, we need to try to get this front end over a little bit. Probably you're in that wall pretty hard, so I'm just trying not to have the back tire drop off. It's in the air. Right. Hard driver. As you back up. You go back. Back. Hard driver. Yeah, right there. Hold that. Little passenger. Little driver. A little more. A little
So yeah, the drone started beeping. I had to get out and land that, and of course I crash landed it, and then I got home and the footage is gone. Like, I don't know what happened to it. I know it was recording, but that's why you just got this one angle for this. And at that point I decided, you know what, let's just go do some other stuff and we'll come back to this. But unfortunately, I actually never went back to it.
Right here.
6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb. A new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never cap in space. I won't stop till I hear him say.
Right there. Keep coming. Right. Push the rim. Try to get your back end walked over. I want it off that rock. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Oh, first, passenger. Okay, so keep walking and getting over there. Okay. There's an option. I don't know. I'm just working it out.
Sorry, Dixie. Here we go. Wow.
There you go. Hey, make it as one. You're gonna get you lined up before you drop into it, okay? Back into you. As long as you get around that tree with them. Turn right, you should be all right. Yep, you got it. Hard left. Hard left. Everything you got left.
Hell yeah. I'll be honest with you, I did not see that line.
I didn't think I knew I couldn't turn tight enough.
Nice work, bud.
How long is forever?
So our buddy Brennan's in that gray Toyota, but all the other Toyotas you see here is a group of his buddies that he invited. None of the rest of us knew him, but hey, they're our friends now. I can't remember all their names, but they're actually quite local to us. One of them even lives in the little town I live in, so it's always nice to get some new buddies to wheel with.
You're on both opinions. That's the spot I got stuck last time, ain't it?
Oh.
Alright, do it one more time. Drop back here. Look at that. Perfect. One more. Perfect. Nice and easy.
Oh, they got that.
Alright, passenger. One more. There you go. You got her. You want to take his line or you want to do a weird one? Whatever it takes to get over it. Alright, just like you are. Alright, crank it hard my way. All you got. Alright, one more. Alright, back up. Alright, turn. Hard. Hard. There you go. Good ball crawling again.
You got it?
Here. So you don't lose this out of here again. Find somewhere to put them.
Do you have any words of motivation?
It's not wet this time.
Another thing I find myself doing is I tend to take a different line. You'll saw the other guys took the far left line, and I'm like, I'm gonna go for this big rock in the middle. And while that didn't work out, I had to try it. But I also find myself kind of turning into the guinea pig a lot, and I don't know why, which you're gonna see that here in a minute. It ends up usually being kind of fun, especially if I trust the spotter and they're like, hey, let's try this. I'm like, okay, let's do it, even if it ends up not working out.
In the air. Just barely.
This is starting so well.
It's not wet, he said.
It was hit hard on that rock. So, back up and I'll reassess. Put your right side against that tree. Fuck this rock. Again. There you go, now bump it. You want to make it or do you want a hard path?
I mean, I want to try to do what we tried to do last time and couldn't.
So the problem is that rock right there is a biatch.
The one on the right?
So if you can stick the line and go straight over at center, you're still going to grab your perches. These fucking perches are a pain in the ass.
Well, I can do what they did too, I guess.
That's the problem with that big rock there. Everybody thinks that that's the right path. And then they get high centered on that, and it just everything grabs.
We were way
drive shafts,
left
rear ends.
We were way left on this, but I think my tire went over it, but not like every.
Yeah, we could hold a line for shit last time, but it was
Super fucking snotty, dude.
I think you could probably get over where you're standing at, Ron. But that's a different route.
Well, that's where we went down last time because I couldn't do it this way.
If you want to see what he's talking about at the end of this video, I'll leave a link to last year's trip. We were in this exact same spot and everything was slimy, muddy, and it was kind of a disaster.
That's a big drop.
Let's try it.
Okay.
It's a pretty big drop. Okay then.
Well, this is where you don't want to go any further. You're going to roll.
Get stuck in the same place?
I believe in you.
It's like, oh, let's try something different. Let's try something different.
Any words to the audience? Nothing?
It's like this is just like status quo at this point.
You were doing good actually. The first time you were stuck at the beginning for longer than like Justin or whoever took. But you weren't doing bad this time. until now.
Shout out to my daughter Olivia, who did a really good job getting different camera angles on this trip and leaving some witty comments. So if you think she did a good job, leave her a comment down below the video and I'll make sure she reads them.
I can't get you over that. I thought it'd be fun to like try. Idea again, here. Trying to get your tire up on that rocket up so you turn the driver back up. We're gonna have to try it straight up, which means your tires grip everything, so it won't kick your back end out like they did. That looks good. That looks good. Now go hard passenger.
Now that I can't.
Well, you just keep moving forward and doing it.
Is that a leaf spring hitting?
Yeah, it's plow forward a little bit and see if that back end walks this way.
You want to put it through driving side?
No. Right there. Keep backing. No, we're gonna hit again. Do the same thing. Yeah, you got it. Once you get up there, straighten out. That's okay, go forward then. We're gonna pivot that thing. There you go. Now hard left. You got it.
Got it.
Hang on, it's gonna hurt. You go off too hard. That's a good flex right there. Okay, back up and crank to the passenger. That tire is way off the ground.
I'm okay with waving to the crowd a little bit.
Oh, you waving to the crowd all right. Holy Christ.
Oh, wow.
I can stand under that man.
My God. Oh.
We need to work on the bottom. Right there. Don't fall down. There you go. Keep doing the same thing. Keep walking the front end over. Okay, good.
I felt that one. It was fine.
Oh my gosh. Well, he did it.
See if we can get that thing off. There went that washer.
I got it.
Heck yeah.
Then I just
get that seal out.
To understand why we took the seal out, you would have had to have watched the video where I put this axle together. He had a different yoke that was a different size that takes a different seal as the spare. Now that's going back in.
inside.
Yeah, just try to catch the inside. That pinion should stay pretty still, but I wouldn't like use it as a fulcrum or anything. If anything, if you can catch that outer lip of it
Out here.
with like a flat, like if we get a skinny screwdriver, you might be able to get it to just barely move. I got an idea.
Basically what happens is the tits broke off the other yoke, and it's mostly because he's spring over and doesn't have an anti-wrap bar, and the springs are super flat and even inverted, and it wraps a lot.
Well, this worked out pretty good. I mean, it's dripping on me, but kept most of that fluid out of there. Got this new yoke on there. He's putting the U-joint caps back on, and this part's gonna be back in business here in a minute. This is that very same axle that I did the gears in.
That nut is tight enough.
Next order of business. This is what the rest of the group was getting up to while I was helping Ron fix the Jeep. They went back to V-Notch and got another one of their Toyota boys up it. Bastards.
Well, I just got that Jeep welded, and then I just got a phone call to go recover somebody down in the bottoms out of a mud hole. So I guess we're gonna turn into a recovery team today and go save somebody.
Don't feel bad. We had a buddy years back. We were somewhere in the same trench. He had 40s. Built rig with a 383 stroke.
like
We
balls.
buried it so bad he couldn't.
Well, not that way, but
Unless you hooked it around the corner of the bumper.
No. But no. They don't have anything to hook to.
You have to come out of the back.
No, so we gotta pull 90 on the ass end. Yep, fire it up. Yeah, just give it just enough gas and then it's kind of going. Go ahead, give her gas. There you go.
Well, I guess I took too long to get into position, but whatever. We got them out. That's all that matters. This bottoms area, it's normally so much more nasty, but I don't think it's rained since I was here 6 weeks ago, and everything is so dry, and it makes some of these big mud holes look like they're a little more passable than they really are. But it's kind of like a minefield. This whole area, I don't know, it's got to be at least 50 acres of this. It's from that tree line up to the ridge over there, but it's probably damn near a half mile or a mile long this way and that way. This is where most people sink their shit here. Like I said, it's so dry, so everything looks pretty tame, but it's not.
He was in there.
Dixie, what did you do? What did you do? You made a mess. But you got that stick, didn't you? All right.
Don't go back.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
I want to film, but I don't want to get hit by the mud.
So close.
Oh, yeah, there we
Finger
go.
up and hammer down forward.
I'm smart, guys.
Notice head is straight. Wheel straight. Hammer down forward. There you go. Woo! Yeah.
There's mud in your beer.
I'm saving it for later. It's seasoning. Well, we got permission to ride a little bit late, and I decided to go out with my babe and just ride the creek. We got to, I think the creek, can't ride it no more because it goes through a fence right there, but we're gonna head our way back down it. It is so beautiful out here. This whole area is one of probably my favorite places to ride here. It's kind of underrated though. I'll try to show you a little bit of it.
This weekend was definitely a challenge of balancing all the things that I wanted and needed to do, because we had, you know, obviously wheeling the Jeep with my buddies, had my family with, and some other people. Brought the quad so I could ride with Amber, and I had work left to do for OnX, which is what I spent the first part of every day that I was there doing, driving around, finishing mapping and getting pictures. So it's that's why I'm bouncing around so much, just trying to like do a little bit of everything, you know. I've definitely been getting more into the quads lately. Our quads are really slow, but it doesn't matter. We're just out there to trail ride and have fun. And I actually recently picked up a little Coleman mini bike that I'm going to try to bring out here if they'll let me through the gate with it anyway.
Amber fit under this earlier. I don't think I can. My quad's taller. I don't think I can duck that much, especially holding my phone. got permission to do a night run, and not sure how many rigs are with us. Probably 10. I don't know. God, you can't see me. But I think we're just gonna run the blue trail, and we're gonna try to stay out of trouble because we got to be out of here in like an hour. Oh yeah, watch for tree lizards tonight. Slow down and let everybody catch up.
The park hours at Badlands vary, but usually on Sundays the riding hours end at 5, and unless you have a gold pass then they end at 7, but they let us stay out all the way till 9, which I thought was super awesome in exchange for just helping them recover someone.
I swear I remember there being more room at this time. It was like a bubble that... I'm pretty sure this is it though, because this is exactly where it was at.
Even though it's really hard to capture good video at night, this was probably my favorite part of the whole week, and we had so much fun out here on this night run.
I can see your wiener. There you go. Your wiener's on YouTube now. Hey, it gets a little weird if you try to run your left tire up that little center thing there. It got a little shaky. Yeah, we will.
This area is kind of like an old concrete dump. That's the best I could explain it. It's way up at the north end of the park, and it's like they just dump out concrete trucks here, so it's mostly just concrete. But there's an area on the other side where there's like wet slurry of concrete, and somebody told me there's no hardener in it, so it doesn't dry. I don't know, but we drove down into the pit of this stuff, and honestly it washed off just like mud, so it wasn't a big deal, but it was pretty fun. got a bunch of other random video clips from everyone else in the group, and I'm thinking about making a second video that's kind of raw and not really edited, that's just like all those clips, so keep an eye out for that in the coming weeks.
Well, I ran out of battery, but that's going to be the end of the night run. It's just after 9. We're supposed to be out of here at 9, so yeah.
Not only was it the end of our night, but it was also the end of our weekend. So the next morning we spent the day just packing up our camp or whatever, and we left, and it wasn't long before we ran into some serious trouble.
You know, I know I didn't do a good job recording, especially the end of the day. We had a tire almost fall off the trailer on this side because the lug nuts were loose, and then this side the bearings just left the chat and the whole tire just rolled off into the ditch. So now I'm sitting here trying to cut this stuff off of here. Yay me. Well, this was my solution. I'm driving the Jeep home. No matter what I did, I couldn't get this to not rub the fender, so I removed the fender and we've got that held up. Shifted this stuff away from it. We made it about 5 miles so far with no problem, but we've got like, what, 2.5 hours to go? Yeah, we're a long way. We're only like an hour and a half into a 4-hour drive, I think, so we got a ways to go. But these, the threads on the spindle, I sent her to get bearings, but then I'm like, you know what, it's never gonna work because the threads are gone. The bearing melted over the nut. I couldn't get it to budge, and I just kind of gave up on it. Whatever, we will survive. Well, we made it home. The little ghetto fix held up. Didn't even chew through a strap.
It's kind of odd that most of our problems were contained to the way there and the way back. That's unusual. Usually we break the rigs at the trail. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.